and other small things like, lizards and occasional rodents. So we are talking about small stuff, I will admit, but there is still some big stuff knocking around. I went out in Africa on one occasion hunting a creature called Macaulay mbembe, which is a creature supposed to be a remnant dinosaur, about 30 feet high, some people record it as, because it has been, once again, like Bigfoot, it has been seen by numerous Africans living in the area there. Researchers who've gone there have not found it, of course. One or two European researchers say they've seen it, others have heard it. I spent a month searching for it, and I found some rather strange evidence, but nothing conclusive enough for me to go any further than that. But I'm sure there are still many creatures waiting to be found. And I think they will be found because we are penetrating, in many cases regrettably, into remote areas of the rainforests in Africa and in South America. We're unfortunately cutting down trees and allowing logging to go on and all sorts of other things to happen, which is unfortunate. But in the process, we are going to be finding animals, quite large animals, I'm sure, such as those two antelope in Vietnam.
Is that from above to below? Yeah. Or is that where you've been holding it?
I've been holding it. Yeah.
Okay. Talk to me about your feeling on the intelligence of Bigfoot.
Well, I know that the general belief is that it is a highly intelligent animal. I would consider it to be an intelligent animal, but I would consider that it must be lacking those things which we call higher intelligence, no cognitive powers of reasoning, no powers of speculation. I would say it is probably as intelligent perhaps as a gorilla, but not more than that. There are certain restrictions on its ability to be highly intelligent, and one is the shape of the skull. As you know, it is described as having a high sagittal crest, and the high sagittal crest is there for the purpose of giving a surface on which to anchor heavy muscles, just like some of the early humans. And those heavy muscles are needed to operate those big jaws for crunching hard, tough, fibrous food. But at the same time, those muscles, every time they exercise, they have what you might call a paralyzing influence on the expansion of the brain case. So the brain is going to be flattened, like early humans, early pre-humans. You're going to have a flattened skull, and that flattened skull does not allow the development of the upper cavities, brain cavities, which we now associate with cognitive reasoning and speculative reasoning, an ability to use logic and stuff like that. I don't believe that it will ever get to that point, but I do believe it is probably about as intelligent as a gorilla, but not as intelligent as a chimpanzee.
Okay, good. How long do you intend to continue searching?
Well, this to me has more than one object in this. First of all, I'm very interested in finding it, and second, I get a lot of exercise in the process. So I'll continue doing it until something happens physically to stop me, or until I see a Bigfoot, and then when I see one, I'll probably become more enthusiastic and carry on looking even further. So I don't know. I can't answer the question. I think it is quite a long process with me. I'll probably be at it for many more years.
Wonderful. That's it. That's great.
Okay.
Dr. York, thank you.
Can I ask you something here?
Yes,
pleasure.
you want to have a question? You bet.
You can ask it.
Yeah, but that's an interesting concept. Is that
I know a good deal about elephants and their habits.
Speedy.
okay? Yeah, explain. Contrast that theory.
About elephant hiding its dead and things like that. Bearing in mind, elephants are very intelligent creatures anyway, highly intelligent creatures. Probably more intelligent than gorillas, and probably as intelligent as chimpanzees. I've known elephant many times to come across not only a dead elephant, come across carcasses, dead or bones or of other creatures, they don't necessarily only scatter them around, but they'll cover them. I've known them breaking down branches from trees and just covering a body. They will attempt, if they find a dead elephant, they'll often attempt to remove it. You see them pushing it around, but of course it's too heavy to move. But when they find bones, I've known them to pick up the bones and carry them for several miles and dump them. It is too easy to speculate that they're doing it to try and disguise or hide the fact that there was a dead creature there. I don't believe that that is the case. I think it's something different. Don't ask me what. But I believe it is possible that Sasquatch might do the same. It might cover any body, any Sasquatch body. It might cover it, conceal it, try and hide it. And if there are any bones or anything, could it quite conceivably pick them up and scatter them around. It would not be unusual primate behavior.
Great.
To do that.
Anything else, you guys? Questions? Okay.